This is Jim Green. I'm continuing on a process change to face milling where I'm going to use a line. So I was about to make this line with my mouse with a grid of 0.25. Again, top view or home view will give me the view of my tool that I've selected in yellow. And I just click and hit escape, and I now have a line that can be used for contour milling. So I picked the connector, which is a terminator in this case, and a direction, which is blue, and center line, which is the center circle, and I say redo because I'm replacing a roughing op. Now I'm going to do an ISO view and play a cut part render. And the cut part render, I'm going to just single step. Let me bring my machining up here. And cut part render is here. And you see the tool go across. So next, I'm happy with that. I throw out the process tile that was used. I have an operation which will create G-code. The next app I want to do is use an end mill to cut around the part, and I don't know the smallest diameter I will need to do the cutting, but I want to check that. So I'm going to turn on a plugin called Show Position, which has several tools. One is True Position. If I click on it, it fills in where my mouse is being clicked. Curvature is another one which is handy. And I click on a radius, and the radius will tell me that it is a 0.12 radius. So that means an 1/8 of an inch tool will not finish that radius in there. But I want to rough it out as close as I can to that. So I'm going to create a tool that I do have, a roughing end mill, which is a 1/2 inch. And again, the critical part of this is the number of flutes, and this will look up the number of inch per rev and surface feet per minute. I will put in no radius on that tool. It's a flat end one. And this number of flutes will be 4. To give it a description. And once I have that tool, I have several choices in how I want to mill this. Well, let's say because the first edge is finished already, I would like to use GibbsCAM's profiler. And the profiler can be set to any depth where it sees a contour. The depth is not critical in this part. So I want to use that tool to do a contour. Now I could use a roughing cycle, but since this is a simple part, again I will use contour. And by using contour, I'm going to roll this up for a minute. Really, what I want to do is just start up here, and I want to only finish to here because the top face is already done. And so I've set my markers. The markers tell Gibbs where to start and stop in a direction. In the case of a solid, the direction is automatically, the offset's going to be automatically known by the tool and the solid. In the case of blue geometry, we don't know what side the feature to cut, so we have to pick a circle. Now this tool panel I'm going to use starting at 0. And I want to go down to at least bottom of the part, which if I use my Alt key allows me to click on that face, and it says I want to go down to at least minus 0.875, and that is the lowest part of the other side. So I'm going to actually go down to minus 1 inch. Now it's a 1/2 inch tool, so I have to determine my Z step, and let's say I want to take it in 4 steps, and I want to leave 10,000 stock for a finished pass with a smaller tool. So I've got cutter comp on. I retract up and over, and I'm going to say do it. So that's going to give me 4 passes around that